I myself am gonna have to study this. And I was like, I don't think I've had a debate. No, I did at VCU because I ran for vice president with my back door. She's the 5. Charlie Charnessa Page. So she ran for president, I ran for vice president. We were a ticket. We actually were class officers of the student body at VCU. With that said, so yes, I've had one debate and we won that debate. Sydney and I ourselves have to do our homework on that. But what that, in regards to the debate, it's set up as a Toolman argument, but I also found information for it to be like a Lincoln debate. But it's 5 of you, so it's gonna have to be a team of 2 and 1 moderator, and then I have to find 3 people to see if they can come in and watch you all do the debate. So that's the other revision. So when you see that, but you still have to do the research and have your facts and stuff. But you're not gonna be writing a paper about it. And yes, you'll see that we're doing email and text messaging. We're doing resumes and cover letters. Pretty much your class work or what we discuss in class is the same. The only difference is going to be if you take the path that you're going to implement. Right now, I guess it's going to end up tweaking to 4 essays because we're going to do the debate. Or you're going to do the paragraph way, which adds up to the 1 debate and 1 essay. So you all go ahead and move your desks, discuss what you need. Y'all can all roll that way if you want to, or roll this way, whatever. I need y'all to huddle up. I need to see a circle. I need to see some group discussion. Talk about it, pray about it. I don't know. And y'all all have a vote, so make sure you speak. No, I don't know. I'm listening, but I need everybody to make an input.
We're nixing the I don't know option. There is no I don't know or I don't care.
But I'm thinking about option A. It's kind of like a little challenging and easy at the same time. And option B, it's more challenging.
Option B, you have more ways to get a better grade than option A.
I'll do option A.
Ebony, since you're doing most of the speaking, you're the spokesperson for today. So everybody get up and you take the final collection of votes and then tell Sydney and I what it is, and then we'll go from there. Go ahead. So y'all all talk with Ebony, and Ebony something. That means every day somebody's going to be a class spokesperson because we all have to work on our public speaking. Which is another reason why we're doing the debate. So remember, when you're looking at your options, remember now the argument persuasive essay comes out of that. So really then that leaves you with 4 essays for option A. If you do option B, that will leave you
what do
with
you
1.
want me to do now?
Take all the collective vote, what everybody decides, and then let us know.
Quan, right, is A. Heather. A. James. Christopher. I can't.
She broke out an old
A. Tell me your name again. Shanita. A.
Okay, so it's a unanimous decision. Everybody's rocking with A.
Yes.
Good job.
Assignment agreement?
Yes, we're going to pass out agreement, and I got to make sure you get your copies. And I'm actually proud of you all for taking that route. But like I said, I'll make some of the tweaks to it because we're going to do actually your research and the things you have to do for the debate for the persuasion part. I'll leave it there because you're still going to get graded on that. Does that make sense? Like you still have to do the research for the debate, and you still have to write for it, but it's not going to be a paper. That means I'm just going to look at your notes. Does that make sense?
We can do index cards and stuff.
We'll talk. So I'll leave it how it is, but we know when it says essay, it's actually our debate.
She's so good at writing essays, and she's only in the 4th grade. How do you know that?
And since we're going with option A, do you all want to unstaple your papers, take off B, and just keep A so you won't get confused?
So
He
the
does have a
back
stapler.
part of the last page right
So what
there.
you're gonna end up doing is just giving us back these, so you're not like, oh, just,
Do that, and then-
you don't need the very last one.
No.
Yeah, just wherever it stops, yeah, because I think it just says last day of class,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We're gonna end the class way before that, as
Monday.
long as y'all aren't upset about that, but that's probably when we're gonna conduct like interviews and stuff like that. So just bear with me too, since I'm doing just a little bit of tweaking, to our format, if that's okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'll take A, I'm so happy. I know. That's actually gonna better prepare you, it really will. Now, as far as, like I said, when we do our argumentative and persuasive part, since the debate side of education is probably lacking and missing, it's gonna help you with research, but now it's also gonna help you with your public speaking skills. Thank you. Because debates more so are weighed heavily on how you project yourself and how you speak. Then it's content. So whatever side you have is how you deliver that content. And we will watch the movie. It looks like we'll have time to watch it so you all can get an idea. At the end of the movie, it adds extra information about Dr. Thomas Freeman, my uncle, in regards to that. When I asked for 5 facts about Trey Songz, correct? Double back, give me 5 facts about Nate Parker. Give me 5 about Nat Turner. And give me 5 about Dr. Thomas Freeman.
Is this for a current event?
That's gonna go in your VA Legends book,
Oh, VA
but if you
Legends.
find an article that you would like to implement on your current events about one of them, or whatever you pull up, you're more than able to do so. And then that would go in, it would transfer over to your current events. Now, when you do look up your 5 facts, you're gonna have to say where you got it from. Is it the New York Times? Is it, like back in the day, it was Word Up magazine? You know what I'm talking about. Like, you need to tell me, is it GMA, is it Good Morning America? Where did you get your facts from, okay? Now, when you do your current event, whoever you decide and you choose, if it is happen to be one of them, you need to print that article, but you're also gonna need to write your summary in your current events book,
Do
okay?
you want us to just pick a current event that's going on?
It could be anything. It could be how the government shut down. It could be whatever. If you still, like I said, if you want to do a VA legend, because you might want to end it on a research project about a VA legend, that'll help you get started. But if you want to do about whatever it is, I just want, because it's going to implement your reading, then it's going to implement your writing when you do your current events. Okay?
And you said something before about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., like you wanted us to say why we have Monday off?
No. I played that so we remember why we're
Oh,
observing
okay.
or
I didn't know
remembrance
if you wanted
of that
us to
day.
put
And I'm going to
that in.
implement a few more speeches, but that speech also, as Quan told us, is non-academic. When you look at the rest of the schedule, when you get home, I start to talk about that, and I was going to replay it for that, but that is that speech because I found a speech that he does that is probably more academic, if that makes sense. So, all right. Purdue Owl. Then I'm hoping to get into creative writing or being creative in your writing. I'll show you one of my own writings. Then we have the narrative essay options. You need to tell me, a narrative is usually about yourself. So it's gonna have to be something or a personal experience that you're gonna have to begin to write about yourself, but it looks for homework. Think of your topic, okay? That'll be your homework then, think of your topic. At home, you're gonna review Purdue Owl, and we'll review it again, so don't panic, because I'm gonna go through it today. Then you have to do your current event summary. I don't know if while we're in class today, if we'll have time to pull up a current event, but as Ebony just said, what could it be? It could be anything. Like I said, implemented from the government shutdown. It could be, like I said, the VA Legends, and this is Miss Brown. Everyone knows, and she's also our supervisor in regards to that, okay? So, let's go to, now, when you go to MLA from Purdue Owl, did everyone see how I got there, or would you like me to back up and do it again?
Yeah.
Back up and do it again? Not a problem. All right, so I'm gonna close out, well, yes, I'm just gonna have to open up a new tab. So you go to Google, you put in MLA, format will pop up, you hit enter. Then you scroll down, and you look for MLA format, Purdue Owl, Purdue University, okay? Now don't worry, you're gonna be shown this more than one time, but I want you to, when you go home for homework, to play around with it so you get familiar and comfortable with it, okay? Because it's a lot that goes on with this site. So, it shows you, if you go here to your left, it shows you introduction, it goes so forth, shows you in-text citations, what we just spoke about. It shows you the formatting of quotes, how to do a works cited page. It goes through to show you about how to do it for books, periodicals, electronic sources. It goes through. We'll go to our sample paper. Okay, did you see how I got there? Okay, not a problem, and if not, I can do it again. So when you look at your sample paper, when you're starting to write, you have your name here, that would be me here. You have your, it would be ENAP2, then you would do your date. Look, they have your number first, the month, and the year. At the top of the page is where your last name goes. We'll show you how to start to format your papers. Then the number, then you have your title. So that's an idea of what a sample paper would look like. Let me see if they'll let me upload it or open it more. Probably not. We'll go back and see if it will let me do that because I'm looking for a button. Works cited page. This is why we're starting to get you used to finding your sources, holding on to your sources, because you have to implement your sources also for the works cited page. It goes in alphabetical order. We'll show you how to format this, but at the same time, say if you had a book, you would open up your book tab, you scroll down. Now this page gets heavy, but we can walk through it one by one. It shows you the basic format. It shows you last name, comma, first name, period, the title, which would be italicized, and it goes so forth. It shows you how to actually format what you need, okay? But then it goes, when you go further down, it tells you if you have one author, more than one author. But this is why we recommend when you're starting to get familiar with your sources, which is also why I'm asking you for current events, and remember where you get your source information from, you'll have to implement this when you start to write your papers.
So we're writing. We're not like typing.
Well, you know what is your process? For me, sometimes I write first, then I type.
Yeah,
So if you're a writer.
I brainstorm like writing on paper, but like when we turn in the paper to you, so it shouldn't be like typed from computer, it needs to be handwritten.
It will be typed.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. And everybody has a process. Some people like to just go ahead and start typing,
Yeah.
and that is their process, or sometimes writing. Sometimes I've done both. I don't know, what's your process?
I write first and
Yeah.
then I type it out.
I usually type.
And that's fine. Whatever your process may be. James, what's your process?
Like,
Right.
Shanita, what's your process?
I write.
You write in the text. What did you say? What's your process? Juan, what's yours?
sorry.
And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. He's like, look, no, okay. And then it's fine.
Like, I'll be sitting there, like, trying to brainstorm, and as soon as I touch, any key on the keyboard, and my finger just start moving, so I just go straight to typing now, and I can get more out, and then I go back. Pretty much do like a bullet system,
Oh,
like a
yeah.
brainstorm on the computer. I do bullets, type the first thing that comes, enter, and go down, keep typing stuff, and then I
Just
go
kind of
back and
clean
add
it,
on
too.
to what I'm saying, and then I put everything together and make paragraphs.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you would,
doing
Peter
like-
Elbow would love you because I would call it freestyle. You free type, which is fine, there's nothing wrong with that. We're also gonna show you how to structure it so that it would flow a little bit more clear for your audience when they read your paper, if that makes sense. Your process is fine, but then we're gonna tweak it so you know how to organize it to make it clear for your reader. Does that make sense? Okay. So, this site again, so how would you, matter of fact, I'm gonna open up a new tab. Juan, come up here and show me how we just got to MLA format. Okay. So when you go home, I want you all to do the same thing. Take your time, thank you. Go through the tabs. If you have any questions next class, come back and ask, but we're also going to implement this as we start to write, okay? I just want you to get familiar with it and don't freak out, because if you're not shown this, then you start to freak out and you're like, I don't know how to use it. So we're going to show you how to use it, but right now I want you to get familiar with this so it's not last minute with you trying to get familiar with how to figure out how to use this, okay? And it's universal, and what I mean by that, so you want to go to Wesleyan, correct? Shanita can use this at Wesleyan, like it's from here, go anywhere, from here, use it anywhere, you could do that. So then, next thing, before I move on, questions. You okay? Anything you want me to show you again before we X out of this? Okay. So then we go to creative writing and being creative in your writing. Let me see. You're writing a narrative, correct? I'm going to implement that. I gotta see if I can find my own. Okay. So my first semester for grad school at ODU, we had to write an autobiography for a language autobiography. And this is where, did you pass out the essay for it? No? Okay, go ahead and pass that one. I'll do that. So, Sydney and I were discussing, and I was like, no, it's autobiography. She goes, no, it's biography. And I was like, well, no, it's more, because auto is more about self, but both are actually correct. So I'm going to show you if I can find what I need. What class was that? What did I call it? Yes, ma'am? Yes. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where is my, I probably should have pulled this up before, I'm trying to think if not how to go to my ODU account. Because I wanted to show you. Aha. I needed to look for that. Aha, that's what we're looking for. Okay. So then my own writing, which is why I'm going to show you this. So that means it has been done and it can be done as soon as this pulls up. Did you ever find yours or no? Mm-mm. Okay. So when I wrote mine, I wrote it from the third person perspective. I took the I out of it, which you can, when you write narratives, you can use I, but I removed the I from it, and notice I did the MLA setup. I just called it linguistic autobiography. So this is my first paragraph, and if you look at my sentences, I believe 1, 2, okay, there we go. Was it 3, 4, 5? Did I just do 5 for that one? I think so as I'm skimming through, and I think to get to the point. Well, I wrote it from a third person perspective. This was actually my name before I changed my first name. So when you read through it, you would think that someone else wrote it, if that makes sense. So I'll read the first paragraph. Ivana Feretta Newton was born on April 14, 1978 in Norfolk, Virginia, to the parents of Laverne Turner Newton and Edward Franklin Newton, Jr. Not known to Ivana, her eyes were her first form of language expression. To communicate with her parents, she would use her eye gaze to signal to one of them that she wanted to be held. Along with this communication skill, she learned how to smile. To her parents, this was a signal of love and